We recently attended the 50th AIE conference at Sun City, a conference filled with networking, great content, and a lot more. I'm catching up with Willie de Toit, head of corporate Marsh Africa, about the conference and the relevance of the conference for Marsh and why we should, as an industry, always take part in initiatives like this. So, Willie, welcome. Thank you for your time. Um, Maybe first of all, your overall impression of the conference.
Thank you, Rianet, and thank you for the opportunity for me to represent Marsh today. I think if I look back and started COVID many years ago, it feels like many years ago, and I look at what we achieved with the conference from a networking perspective, where people are again meeting each other in person, where we are privileged enough to all be in one big room, listening to fantastic presentations. I don't think I need to say much more. I think we've progressed immensely, and the enjoyment, the collaboration, the interaction, and I think the learnings that everyone, not only from Marsh, but across the piece, took out of the conference was something that I will remember for a very long time.
Marsh was a gold sponsor at the AI conference this year. What exactly did you sponsor, and how does that align with the Marsh brand?
So the gold sponsorship that Marsh provided to the AIE allowed us, as you would have seen, and which I think is very relevant, to put our logo on the AIE app.
Yes.
I did and I trust that everyone made use of the app, which I think was fantastic. We are so app-driven these days with regards to banking, financial institutions, insurance, etc., that the initiative of the app for me was excellent. And the logo of Marsh was proudly on the app every time you logged in. That very much aligns with the Marsh strategy in terms of technology. You can look at our LinkedIn profiles from an online perspective, from a campaign perspective, marketing. Globally, Marsh is very much aligned to technology and the use of it in respect of our wonderful brand. So for me, it was excellent to see the Marsh logo on the app every time we logged in, and I trust that everyone noted it, and I sincerely hope that for many years to come, we can still be there.
I enjoy the app. I think it opens up a lot of conversations. It's great to see who attends. I think for all of us, you're not sure if someone attends. Easiest way is to go to the app. And I quite enjoyed the interaction from the beginning for those people who really wants to win some prizes. I actually wonder if some of those people actually work when they start collecting their points, because goodness gracious, if I just compare, I wasn't inactive on the app, but people were adamant for the few days before the conference to mark up those points on the app. So yeah, I really think in many ways, and it's also great because it's a virtual for the virtual attendees as well as the in-person attendees, that people really make use of that app and connect with people on the app. So yeah, well done on that. And I agree with you. It aligns so much with what Marsh stands for.
Yeah, we've rallied 35 troops to go to the conference this year, which is a big number of people. I looked at our representation at the conference, and I was very proud, to be a Martian, to be visible, and for the app, to carry our logo. So from our perspective, it was excellent value. The feedback from the colleagues were proud. We did a lot of trouble with regards to branding, the branding of our clothes, etc., for the few days at conference. So I think the total Marsh package, the alignment of the app with regards to our alignment with technology was excellent, and very well done to the AIE for allowing us to do that.
Yeah, Marsh partners with all the right people, and being a proud partner, sponsor of the Insurance Apprentice, I fully back Marsh with everything. Um, Willie, your view on the importance of partnering with industry initiative like this?
How much time have you got? It, you know, insurance is a people's game. It's about relationships. It's about sustainability, longevity, and at the end of the day, if you look at what we are selling as insurance brokers, as insurers, and for that matter, anyone in the industry, is a promise. And the promise that we are selling to our clients is something that they must have faith in. Um, when we collaborate and when we meet each other, and when we discuss important matters, which I believe was discussed and experienced it myself continuously on this conference, um, just the mingling and the interaction between people, the new friendships that were built and made, you know, you cannot really measure the value because it is so high. It goes from a formal environment where we all met in the mornings during the course of the day, attending, wonderful presentations, to a golfing environment that, we were allowed to play on a wonderful golf course, the Gary Player.
Yeah.
We met for lunches, for dinners. We had drinks afterwards. I look at the opportunity that the AIE has created in so many facets with regards to the conference, um, that I struggle any other industry. I think that any other industry would struggle to match what we have put together over those few days. And if you're actively involved in everything that has been going on, I almost want to go as far as to say, you get to the last day and you say, thanks, it's over, because it's a lot to
Yeah.
digest, but it's wonderful and it creates opportunity. And it takes us from an environment where we were locked up in our houses to an environment where there's endless opportunity.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. I know some people tend to get a little bit tired of these conferences, but I never get tired. The amount of networking and connections that you form at the conference, and you are so spot on with that, for me is invaluable. Full disclosure, I don't sit in all the sessions. I've got two amazing journalists who runs with that. For me, it's about forming those bonds and making connections and meeting new people, which is part of the goal of this conference. So if that is what you go for there, then that is great. What did you feel was really, really relevant? You mentioned a lot of things, but if you have to identify something, what was really relevant for Marsh at the conference?
I have to look at the feedback that the colleagues gave me after they came back. And it will be my perception as an individual in respect of how I experienced it. But if I look at the golden thread with regards to the feedback from all the colleagues that we've sent to the conference and came back, I think firstly, they've enjoyed it. They came back and said it was a wonderful experience. It created opportunity for our Marsh colleagues to meet other industry leaders that they would probably not have, might not have met in the normal run of their days. It brought people together across the continent that created an opportunity for us as Marsh to be exposed to other leaders, but also for us to share our knowledge in respect of our brand and what we do across the piece. So for me, leaving the conference, having peace of mind that the intentions that we arrived there with regards to collaboration, learning, and enjoyment were met, makes me excited, and I cannot wait for the next conference in 25.
Thank you for your time, Willie. From my side, there's one thing I think that can be better, and it's my golf. So nothing to do with the AIE conference, but the golf is always can be better. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. And I'll definitely, if not before that, we'll see you at the next conference.
Thank you, Rianit, and thank you for the opportunity. We really appreciate it, and have a wonderful day.
Thanks.